How you doing today? My name is Ryan, and this is Down to Business Reviews. I'm back after taking a week off for Thanksgiving. I saw Catching Fire and had a lot of turkey, and I hope yours was good too. I also managed to give myself a cold, and now I'm kind of getting over it, but if I'm a little bit more baritone than usual, that's why. This week for Movie Club we watched Escape to Witch Mountain, directed by John Hough and starring Kim Richards, Ike Eisenmann, Donald Pleasence, and Eddie Albert. Escape to Witch Mountain is about an orphaned brother and sister who have supernatural powers named Tony and Tia. When a corrupt millionaire seeks to exploit their abilities, they must start a race to find their true home. Spoiler alert, they're aliens. Okay, Escape to Witch Mountain, what do you expect? It's a 1970s Disney children's film live-action extravaganza. Expect lots of child actor delivery and, having the plot spelled out for you every step of the way. Have you ever noticed how there's a really particular cadence to how child actors delivered their lines pretty much since the 50s up until maybe the 90s? Allow me to demonstrate. What's that, Tia? It seems like you're remembering something. It had something to do with the boat. It had something to do with the ocean. It's that for an hour and a half. Just get used to it. Here's a fun drinking game. Just take a shot every time that Tia says, it had something to do with blank, and you'll be hammered by the end of the movie. The thing about this movie is it is full of underreaction. I mean, nothing phases these people. Right off the bat, these two kids are using telekinetic powers and making stuff levitate and jumping 20 feet in the air, and everyone just kind of writes it off as, well, those kids are weird. No one thinks it's worth getting into a tizzy over a baseball glove floating and suffocating a kid, or, a cop's motorcycle starting and flying off of a cliff by itself. I mean, the cop is just kind of oh well. What I really would have loved to have happen is the last 20 minutes of this film turn into the last 15-20 minutes of Akira, where the kids just start using their telekinetic powers to start ripping people apart. And it would have just been really dark. And I mean, look at the director. His other films are almost entirely all horror films. It would have made sense. So about halfway through the film, the kids hide in an RV that belongs to an old crusty man named Jason, who decides to help them get to Witch Mountain when he finds out that they're magical and stuff. They're also psychic and can see into his past and realize that really he's just, damaged goods and needs to be loved. And really he has a heart of gold. Or some other cheesy crap. Now, I understand that this film probably wasn't the most big budget film, being a 70s family movie. And, some of the practical effects are about what you'd expect. I mean, you can see the strings sometimes, but whatever, it was the 70s. But it's when they start using, blue screen effects in the last, quarter of the film, things get really special. The flying RV at the end was absurd and hilarious. And I don't think it was supposed to be. And then a fat old guy comes running out of the woods and takes the kids up into a UFO and they fly away to live in the woods? I don't know, it was unclear. So let's talk about what this movie did right and wrong. What did Escape to Witch Mountain do right? I think that nostalgia must be a key here. If I had grown up watching this film, I'd probably watch it today and enjoy it too. But I have no attachment to it. I didn't watch it growing up. I did watch a movie called The Cat from Outer Space, which came out around the same time, and I haven't seen it since I was, younger than 10, but I'm sure it's in the same boat. And I would probably watch that movie today and also enjoy it just for the joy of watching it, even though it's probably awful. It's not a bad family movie, it's just that a lot of movies that are labeled as family movies are just not that good. And what did it do wrong? I don't know, it was probably thrilling at the time, but it just has bad special effects, kind of a poor story and cheesy acting. And I'm serious about the alien thing. Was that supposed to be the big twist? Because it's right there on the cover art, a big old UFO. The whole movie is leading up to these kids are trying to figure out where they're from. Who is our real family? Why do we have these powers? Could it be that we're aliens? And there's a big reveal at the end, and was it supposed to be shocking? Because we saw it coming from the opening credits. Escape to Witch Mountain is a relic from family movies past, and if that's your thing, or if you grew up watching it, I'm sure you think the movie is just fine. For me, it was just kind of schlocky 70s meh. It gets a grade of C. That's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you liked anything that I was rambling on about, please leave a comment down below. And please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot, and, the more people I reach, the more fun this is. If you didn't know, I do a lot of these reviews for SourceFedNERD's Movie Club, which airs every Saturday on their channel. Sometimes I'm featured, sometimes I'm not. Either way, it's a lot of fun. Also, search the hashtag SFMC followed by the movie title, and you'll find some other reviews by these other great people. Be sure you follow me on Twitter, check out my Facebook page, and guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Have a good one. It had something to do with the ocean. It had something to do with a boat.